We see this look from time to time from the Knights. Third down, St. Clair deep, drop back, he's going deep down the field, the pass is caught! Wide open 40! 30, it's Buck Studwell! 15, 10, 5, touchdown! New York! They're gonna hand it off to H. Shaw. He got the first down! A championship is coming to New York!
23 seconds, 22 seconds. What are they going to do here? 4 yards from the end zone. Dunhill going to throw again. Dunhill out to Hollywood. BDG Hollywood touchdown! Oh my, the Atlanta Swarm. How about it? Your champions, Georgia. 27-10 over Sioux Falls. Your Atlanta Swarm are title winners. To the right, that's Carr. 2 down from the end. Hand off, Sandlin. Boy, he almost got hit the backfield, and Sandlin breaks it through for a touchdown for Seattle. What a run from Sandlin. He was dead to rights in the backfield and made something out of nothing. They're going to go 5 wide for Wigmore. Wigmore steps up, hit as he threw. Pass is intercepted at the 50 with room to return. It's Albert Begin again. 35-30. Albert Begin. 20, 10. Touchdown, Lone Star. Ivory Irvin not fast enough this time, and the Glory right back in it.
Second and 10 from the 38. Marconi back to pass against another blitz. Marconi's going to avoid a sack. Throw a ball deep down the field. The pass is caught. What a throw! What a throw! Touchdown! Minneapolis to Almiron Savu. Oh my goodness! A slow motion replay here. You've got to be kidding me. SFL is gonna bring out the trophy, and Minneapolis is gonna get to celebrate for the fans that came down. Receivers, 3 to the right side. Tallahassee needs a stop. They haven't gotten one here in the third. And Cochran's go to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. And Alaska has 9 points here in the third quarter. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the Alaska Storm. They are your Season 11 SFL champions.
How about E.J. DeCue, Patrick Kelly, and Sean Crooked on that line. Great protection for Jackson. Now Moses is running over people, as are the rest of the Scorpions, and they fight him for a touchdown.
This Matt Wilson's pass is caught for a touchdown. What a throw to Dijon Swan. The Mexico City Aztecs, headlined by team owner Ramos Lin, gets their first SFL championship, a 38-24 victory over Chicago.
Tonight, Wigmore now 10 of 13, 76 yards, 14th pass of the day. Wigmore fires it outside, it's intercepted! John Barnhart, touchdown! Sioux Falls, he does it again for the Sparrows in the postseason!
Showing a blitz on the outside, it's Queen City. Everyone stays home. Darnell Black runs past everybody, picks up a block. Darnell Black in the open field. 40, 35, 30. Being chased by Shine. He won't catch him. And the Hyenas have cut it to 7.
Mama, there goes that man.
Stats all-star crew for a terrific start so far. Third down and 9 to start the second quarter. Ivory Irvin's over the top, and it's a touchdown for Baltimore.
Jark Tarkington has a chance to win it.
Oh my goodness. For all of that, and Tarkington gives Baltimore their 3rd straight title. Oh my goodness.
Well, McChesney gonna get a carry. Oh, there goes McChesney. One man to beat, he breaks it. Jaron McChesney down the sideline. Francis trying to catch him. Not today, young fella. Touchdown Denver, they're right back in it. Down to 15 seconds left. Sully back to pass. He's going to Corky. It is caught. And touchdown, DC.
Greg Corky is
They got to pull out something miraculous here.
DC can't let him get behind him. They got to keep everything in front of him here. This is the ball game. Daniel Garcia back to pass. He's going to throw it deep to the middle. The pass is caught, and the tackle is made. And the DC Dragons have won the championship by a miracle on Zach Sully's throw to Greg Corky. And I let the fellas give me a breath.
Welcome to Buffalo, New York. So you see at Delaware Avenue Church, now known as Bayville, and the Queen City Corsairs looking to finish off their season on a high note, get their first win of the season. They are taking on their division rival in the Motor City V8. Hello, everybody. Ethan Muslin here alongside my partner, Mickey Melillo. And to say the least, Mickey, both these teams are really already looking to get this season behind them. Both of them did not have a good run of things. Queen City obviously has taken the first spot in the draft for season 21. Motor City already in that spot for number 2 for the most part. What's going to be the positives that both of these teams can take away as we come into this final game of the season?
Well, for Queen City, they want to win this game. They don't want to be the first team to go winless since San Diego in Season 16. And for Motor City, a win here for them would keep them out of double digits in the loss column. But both teams do have their weapons in this game.
Absolutely do, yeah.
On defense for Motor City, King Rashid's first this season in interceptions. He could be a key factor for Motor City winning this game on the defensive side.
And then on the offensive side, you've got Doug Spelling, who's top of the league in average per reception. He's over 20 yards over his 49 catches, so he's a very good weapon to have. And not far behind is Caesar Powell. He's at 18.6 average yards per catch. So they have great offensive weapons in the receiving core. And, of course, they've got their rookie, John Lakeman, who, for the first season, he's not doing too bad. Just, everything just hasn't been able to cobble together. Queen City's got a few losses under their belts, under one score or less. But they are going to hope to get a win here tonight as we are underway from Buffalo. Ball taken from about the 5-yard line and a little bit of a run up the middle by the return man for Queen City, Tony Zoma. It's going to bring it out to the Queen City 26. Aerial coverage of today's game provided by Dags Drone Works. Aerial photography and videography services for real estate, events, marketing, and more. You can learn more at dagsdroneworks.com, DAGGS, droneworks.com. John Lakeman to start the first drive of the game here for Queen City. He's got 4 wide under center. Big step drop, throwing to the left side. He'll make the catch for a gain of 5. With the tiptoe catch out of bounds from Deezer Powell to make it 2nd and 5.
That's what Deezer Powell is known for, just those out routes, getting his feet in bounds, picking up yards. It could be 5 yards, it could be 7 yards. Deezer Powell is going to be that man on offense for Queen City for them to get down the field and in the end zone.
And a good way to get things moving because, Lakeman has had his issues over the season. Currently 23 touchdowns for 28 interceptions. Not a great ratio, but when you consider he's 9th in the league for touchdowns scored, it's not too shabby. And he's going to go for the deep ball here, and it's a big catch to Powell again. 2nd catch in a row for him, and that puts the ball in Motor City territory.
Deezer Powell with the vertical there to go up to grab that ball. Great play and great pass there by Lakeman just to be able to get it down the field so Powell will be the only person to catch it.
Takes it down to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers. 2 tight ends. Lakeman going to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. He'll get it and tips it away. Incomplete. Knocked down by number 55, Sabo Kanan. Let's introduce the rest of the Queen City offense. We've seen John Lakeman, the quarterback. Jet Zero's the running back. Hall of Famer Tiberius Bovine's the fullback. Wide receivers, Adrian Ellis, Tony Zoma, Doug Spelling, and Deezer Powell. Tight ends are James Matthew Jr. and Stephen McMichaels. And anchoring the line is left guard Robert Cron. Lakeman's going to have 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right here for 2nd down. Dime set for Motor City. Plenty of time for Lakeman. Has it up the middle. Great catch, but the ball is out! Picked up by Motor City and recovered down to the 36. They might have to take another look at that one.
Just a great pass by Lakeman just to thread the needle there to get it to Powell. Powell just couldn't hold on to it. Does look like he makes a football move there, so that might be a fumble. And Motor City gets a big break here on the first drive of the game.
Yeah, the ball popped out thanks to Kanan, and it looks like it got recovered. And we're going to take another look at this, obviously. Yeah, Queen City definitely going to challenge this. Yeah, we'll take another look at this, see who picked up that fumble. as we look into the replay review. Again, great throw there to Powell, and yeah, Kanan with the fumble, and it was recovered. Looks like that was number 23. Yeah, that's Tampa Bear who made the recovery. Looks like it might be pretty good. Yeah, that is a stood call. So that is a catch with a fumble recovered by Motor City.
That is tough for Queen City there. They were having a great drive, getting the ball down the field, lots of yards each play. That's just a bad break for them right there.
Yeah, unfortunate turn there, but it will give Motor City the football to start their first drive from their own 36-yard line. Ibrahim Krieta, the man under center, he'll hand it off. Christopher Dean's going to go nowhere, and probably ends up getting about a loss of a yard to get to the 35. We'll introduce the rest of the Motor City offense. We've seen Krieta hand off to Dean. Bill Cherry, formerly of San Diego's in the backfield as well as fullback. Wide receivers are Shane Kaufman, Guy Clausen, and Orain Darby. Your tight ends are Azami Mihata, Julian Gusters, and Phil Koss. Anchoring the line are two McMillans, Bill and Phil, at left and right guard. Krieta with that sidearm throw, gets to the right side. It'll be completed for a first down to the 48-yard line. Orain Darby making that catch for a gain of 12.
That's a great catch by Darby. Have the wherewithal to know that he's right by the sideline and turn upfield to pick up a few extra yards after catch.
Going back to three wides this time. Krieta from the shotgun. Plenty of time to throw. He'll go up the middle, and it's incomplete, out of the hands of Darby. Looks like he could not hold on to that into the coverage.
That ball was perfectly placed for Darby to catch it right over the middle. It was the first rule of being a wide receiver. If it hits your hands, you got to catch it.
Absolutely. Got to hold on to that thing like a like a big bucket of fried chicken. And trust me, I'm already hungry thinking about it. No, I haven't had breakfast yet. Why do you ask? Krieta, three wide receivers, two in the backfield for second down. They'll hand off to Dean. Planted at the line of scrimmage by Kappa Jones. Big hit there for the loss.
Oh, Kappa Jones coming from that inside linebacker spot. Read that play perfectly. Another TFL for Queen City there. Big hit by him.
Just absolutely planted Dean to the ground, almost with a Thez press. Krieta the throw on third down, and he's in trouble. LL Volt with the sack. Ends up making it fourth down.
I can safely say that was electrifying by Volt there. Big sack on third down. They did get the fumble on their first drive, Queen City, but that was a great way to stop Motor City from getting down the field and getting the ball back.
Yeah, great stand by this defense, by this Queen City defense. 7 rookies on this defensive core for Queen City as the punt is underway from John Pickles. Be taking it about the 25, and a decent return to bring it up to the 33.
It looks like this may be a defensive matchup, Ethan, right here. Just looking at how both teams are going, this may be a low-scoring game, but still, it's going to be a great game nonetheless.
Yeah, this should be a really good one. You know, both these teams are very similar in points scored and points allowed. And I think these two teams are definitely on equal footing, so we're gonna have a good close one today. Lakeman, two receivers wide to the right. They'll hand off to Jet Zero, who goes left, and he is brought down in a big hit for a gain of 2. That was number 52, Rodney Panini. With that stop, we'll introduce the rest of the Motor City defense. On the line, you have Doug Howard, Dakota Butts, Nick Brummer, and Mike Belot. Linebackers are Rodney Panini, Sabo Kanan, and Matthew Holford. Corners are Mark Kaufman and King Rashid. Your safeties are David Leathers, Nicholas Warner, and Kane Vasquez. And off to Zero again, and they'll push for another yard. But again, Panini helping to make that stop. Bring up third down and 7.
Motor City's front four right now is looking very strong. Jet Zero is not getting any yardage. He had those first 2 plays this drive only netted 3 yards.
Yeah, and this team usually averages about 56 rushing yards a game. About similar with Motor City. Lakeman gonna throw the deep ball, wide open receiver over the defense for Spelling. Gets it down to the Motor City 30.
That's a way to come back from that fumble from their first drive. Throw it down the field. Find Doug Spelling down. Doing a little corner route there. Reaches up, gets it. And now they are deep into Motor City's territory.
That one pass goes for 34 yards, literally doubling Lakeman's offensive production so far today. The 1st and 10, just outside the 30-yard line. 4 wide receivers in the 2-2. Lakeman pressure sees on the right side, has the man, and it's caught at the 6 by Deezer Powell. A great little low ball catch to make it 1st and goal.
Powell had to go down low for that one, but you're right, it was great. Once again, Lakeman finding the only spot between 2 receivers for Powell to get that and get inside the 10-yard line.
And this is something you kind of see because, Lakeman's been doing pretty well for himself, but, they just haven't been able to put it up in the win column. But hopefully they can do so here this week. 1st and goal, 2-2. Lakeman on the deep drop, throws up the middle, incomplete. Looks like Powell was the intended target there once again.
Like I mentioned at the start, Powell's one of their top weapons on offense. You're gonna call his name a lot today. I can just feel it.
Yeah, absolutely. Powell, Spelling, those are their 2 top guys, as we mentioned in the top of the broadcast. So, we won't be surprised if they go to them a lot. 2nd and goal, 2 wide right with an offset eye. Lakeman the handoff to Jet Zero, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage by Nick Brummer. We make up 3rd down and goal to go.
Now, this is pivotal here for Queen City because both of these teams have trouble getting into the end zone. And getting into the end zone right here is going to be very key for the win of the game. Anytime they get into the end zone is going to be key.
Absolutely. 3rd down and goal, 4 wide. Lakeman from the shotgun has it up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Tony Zoma.
Tony Zoma there, just outside the goal line. This just gave that little extra effort just to put the ball over the end zone to get the 6 points on the board. Great job by him just to power through.
Yeah, he ended up getting triple covered on that one.
I think you're seeing what I'm seeing there, Ethan.
Yeah, it looks like he might have been slightly denied on that play, but looks like they're not going to give it a challenge. That's kind of perplexing. He might have just barely broken the plane. That will cap off the drive. 7 plays, 67 yards. That 6-yard touchdown pass with a Joe Garfield field goal, extra point, to make it a 7-0 game with 5:22 to go here in the 1st quarter. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. Return here up the middle by Guy Clausen's only going to bring it up to the 22. You have to figure the officials there must have just seen that ball just barely cross the plane to bring up that score, and that must have been enough to not even challenge that for Motor City.
I would think so too, because both of us thought the same thing, that he might have been just short, but the zebras on the field, they've got the best angle.
Yep, and then whatever angle the coaches have from their sideline, and this will be a free play as Dean is going to get to about the 30, about to the 25, so they'll take those free 5 yards. We'll take a look at this penalty here. See who we have to wave that finger at. And that's going to be on LL Volt, the defensive end. Guy who's been doing pretty well for the defense so far. Got a little jumpy on that one.
He had that big sack again to end the Motor City's last drive. I think he wanted another sack there, but he just jumped a little bit too early. Got to wait for that ball to snap.
As we mentioned, 7 rookies on this Queen City defense. A lot of them still very hungry. A lot of them still very excited to be here in the major. Pass for Creator is going to go right side and out of bounds for about 2 yards as that pass is completed to Julian Gusters. Let's introduce the rest of this Queen City defense. On the line, you have LL Volt, Dan Dash, Joseph Sabolka, Kappa, on the linebacking core is Kappa Jones, Claudius Periwinkle III, and Orion Horace. Corners are Greg Gaines, Ted Haynes, Newton North, and Nano Matthews. Your safeties are Todd Rigsby and GB Wallace. Big run up the middle here. It's a first down. As they run it up the middle. Looks like it was Creator just taking it himself.
It did look like that. Not only does he have that arm, but he has a little bit of legwork going too.
I think we don't usually see that quarterback draw anytime here on the playbook, but nice to see that it's being put to good use.
Absolutely.
Creator going to shift the play around here for first down. 3 wide receivers against a nickel pack. Creator to throw, penalty marker down, and this one is incomplete. In and out of the hands of a couple of defenders, but this might be pushing back about another 10 yards.
Holding, number 64.
And it is. It'll be an offensive holding call against number 64. That's Will McMillan, one of the tackles there for Motor City, so that'll be an extra 10 tacked on.
That's a tough break after getting that first down by Motor City. Now they're first and 20 here.
First and 20 and effectively back where they started. Not really what you want to have to get things moving. From their own 23, 3 wide receivers, nickel pack. Creator from under center. He'll throw it from the quick step. Left side has the receiver and gets out of bounds at the 30. It'll be a gain of 7 to Shane Kaufman.
And I don't know if you noticed this, Ethan, but Creator has a great little 3/4 sidearm throw when he does those out routes. He just is able to, if there's a defender in front of him, he can throw it right around him and still get it to the receiver.
Yeah, that little sidearm that Creator has is kind of one of the most unique things about him and about this Motor City offense, because he can just sling that sidearm and get really great out routes. Creator throwing it right side this time, and he'll have the completion. And we'll get out of bounds to the 37-yard line. That one's to Guy Clausen for his first catch of the day.
Motor City's looking good moving the ball here. Granted, they were behind the 8 ball, so to speak, getting that holding call on first down. But they've made up 13 yards. This is still third, a little bit long, but manageable here.
Yeah, absolutely manageable. Going from first and 20 to 3rd and 7, it's great progress. 3 wide receivers and an offset eye. Nickel set for Queen City. Creator stepping back under pressure. Gets away from one. Gets it from the step, and it's incomplete. Had Bill Sherry there over there, but just got away and threw it away.
But we were talking about the quarterback draw, and he has some legs, but he's also got some moves when he's scrambling in the backfield. Getting away from 2 defenders to make sure that they don't have to go back and punt it further. He did a great job in just throwing the ball away, making sure nobody could catch it, bring up 4th down, bring on your punter, flip the field.
Absolutely. So let's bring out John Pickles once again to punt it away. Kick is off. It'll be returned by Tony Zoma. Fair catch going to be called. And they will successfully flip the field. They'll put the ball at the Queen City 34.
Like I mentioned before, it's going to be a big defensive battle here. It might come down to whoever gets in the end zone last is going to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, as we mentioned, both these teams very similar in defensive scoring allowed. In terms of total yards, Motor City does allow fewer. But, if they can hold Queen City further, they'll give themselves a chance. Lakeman to throw on first down, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Powell, but looks like he got hit as soon as he had the ball in his hands.
Powell was on a great route there. If he was able to hold on to that, he may have been able to break a tackle and go for the end zone. But just a great job by Lakeman, getting away from the defenders, throwing the ball, finding Powell down the field. And you were absolutely right. He got hit right as the ball got to him.
Yeah, I got brought down by Cain Vasquez while he was running his route, trying to get that thing, and yeah, just boop, popped right out. Can't do much on that one. That's just a great play from Vasquez.
Absolutely.
Second down and 10, 2-2 for Lakeman, who's under center. He's got a tight end to his right. Lakeman the throw, stepping up the middle. Has the completion to Zoma up the middle for the Motor City 43.
John Lakeman right now is doing a great job throwing the ball down the field and getting it into the hands of all their receivers right now. Currently, Zoma, Spelling, Powell. 3 of them all have at least 1 catch, so they're not focusing on one person. So it's putting this Motor City defense just a little bit on their toes because they don't know who to double cover.
Lakeman the throws to the right side on first down, gets it to Powell, and it's good for a first as he pushes out of bounds to the 32. That makes Powell catch number 5 so far today.
This Corsair offense is focusing on Powell, but again, doing a great job just mixing up the receivers, putting it in everybody's hands here.
Yeah, so far Powell 5 for 68, Spelling 1 for 34, Zoma 2 for 30 with that touchdown. So far 8 for 11 for John Lakeman. Going back to throw, right side again, has Powell again inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Vasquez with the tackle, but it's 1st and goal to go for Queen City.
Queen City is doing everything they can so far in this first quarter to make sure they end this season on a high note. They don't want to be that first team to go winless since season 16. They want this game, and you can see it just by how their offense is producing.
Yeah, they've done a lot of production through the air, which is quite interesting to see, considering that Jet Zero is one of the top running backs in the SFL. They'll take the handoff to him on 1st and goal. Throw tipped and incomplete. Good little deflection there from Mark Kaufman to bring it to the ground.
Yeah. Mark Kaufman, he saw the quarterback's eyes. He knew exactly who he was going to throw to. He jumped the route. He put his paw up there, be able to knock it down just to make sure they didn't get in the end zone here.
Yeah, so far on the season, this Motor City defense has been pretty well. 5th in the league in pass deflections with 68 prior to this one. Lakeman gonna go for the end zone. Oh, and it is intercepted. Cain Vasquez has it and brings it back to the 8-yard line.
Great job by Cain Vasquez. He was able to see that the ball getting tipped, and he was just in the right place, the right time to step up, have some momentum to get out of the end zone, and be able to get the ball back for their Motor City V8s.
Yeah, it looked like that was on another deflection as well. I thought that might have been deflected. Might have been Carl Forgery, maybe, on that play as well. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, Vasquez ends up with the pick. Handoff goes to Dean on 1st down, and he'll bring it up to the 14-yard line for a gain of 6.
And that ball definitely was tipped just prior to the interception. Looked like it was over the middle of the field, probably the inside linebacker, Rodney Panani, that probably tipped it for Vasquez to be able to intercept the ball.
That's probably right. I'm probably just not being able to read numbers, but that's okay. I'll work on letters tomorrow. And create it with the run again. This is interesting to see. They're playing that quarterback run a little more frequently, and that'll end up being another 2-yard gain.
As you said, you don't normally see that quarterback draw in there, so it might be taking these Corsairs by surprise.
3rd down and 3 for Creata under center. He will hand it off, and it is Bill Cherry, the fullback, who just gets enough for the 1st down.
Bill Cherry had to work very hard on that play just to be able to pick up those 2-3 yards to get to the 1st down marker. But he did. He kept those legs running, and it looks like we're getting a little bit of laundry on the field by the Corsairs.
Queen City's already used their 2nd challenge in the 1st quarter, so they're going to be done with them for the rest of this game. They're going to challenge the spot of the ball here. So we're going to take another look at it.
Tough angle there. I'm not
Let's take
sure.
another look at. Yeah, there's. That's close. I don't know. I don't know if he's got it.
It looks like maybe the tip of the ball got to that first down marker. Let's see what R62 has to say.
Yeah, it looks like they will be respotting the football. Just depending on if they still got enough of the first down. It doesn't look like they did. Yeah, it will be short. So that will be 4th down and inches. So bring up Pickles once again to punt it away.
And this is going to give Queen City pretty good field position. That Pickles is on his own 2-yard line.
No pressure from Pickles. They'll kick it away. Fair catch is going to be called, and that'll put Queen City on the Motor City side of the field at the 47-yard line. The SFL convention is coming to Cincinnati, Ohio, July 28th to 30th for Season 21 kickoff weekend. For room reservation details and the weekend schedule, see the convention alerts channel in the SFL Discord server. Rooms are going fast, and some have already sold out. Reserve your special group rate today, and we will see you there. Hand off to Jet Zero here for first down, and he'll get a couple of yards before getting swarmed and brought down by a couple of V8 defenders.
Jet Zero tried to make a little move there right when he was getting hit. It didn't work. I think if he just kept his legs moving and going up the field, he probably could have picked up another 2 to 3 yards.
Probably could have. Unfortunately, just not wanting to be in this play. We're closing in on the final seconds of the first quarter. Lakeman with 3 wide receivers. He'll go for the pass. Throws out right side. Tipped and incomplete. Great deflection on the play by Matthew Holford. Set up 3rd down and 8.
And as you mentioned before, Ethan, this V8 team, they are one of the top teams with pass deflection. You can see it all through the last drive and this drive. They just see the ball, able to look at the quarterback's eyes, and just knock the ball down.
Yeah, they're fifth in the league in deflections coming into this game. And, as we mentioned, King Rashid, one of the top pickers in the league. But that's not to take away from David Leathers or Kane Vasquez, who are up there as well, culminating with this Motor City defense being 3rd in the league in interceptions. Final play of the first quarter. Lakeman with plenty of time to throw. Can't get away, though. He ended up running out of time before Balot brought the pain. So it'll bring up 4th down on the other side of this quick break. It's the end of the first quarter. Queen City's going to have to kick it away as we head to the first part of the second quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Corsairs. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here on YouTube. So this will be the first punt of the game for Queen City. Greg Morrison to kick this off. And it'll be taken from about the 15-yard line or so, as the return from Guy Clausen will only get about 2 on it.
Looks like both these offenses right now are just flipping the field, kicking the ball back and forth to each other, and they're starting in the same place that they ended their previous drive.
Yeah, and if anything, it's going to put Motor City in some pretty awful field position to start this drive. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Creator going to throw it out, and it'll be caught by Dean for about 2. And yeah, not much going on that check down for 2nd down.
No, not much there, but GB Wallace did step up just to make sure that there wasn't anything there, that they didn't get beyond 2 yards on that play.
And that'll bring up Created with 3 tight ends. This is what we know Motor City for, their 3 tight end set. And they're going to go with the run. Created moves ahead, gets the first down. Wow, what a run from Created to push ahead and get to the sticks.
Great job by Creative, but he took a huge hit there right at the end. Glad to see him get up after that. That was just big hit there.
Yeah, he was just about to slide when Newton North brought him down. Excuse me. But it's good enough for the first down. Created a throw. Going for the deep ball. Tipped and incomplete. That was intended for a Orain Darby by the looks of it. It'll bring up second down.
That ball was tipped by GB Wallace. We mentioned his name before, but he did a great job just being back in his secondary deep in his zone and seeing that ball and just tipping it away from the receiver.
Yeah, great job there from Wallace to knock that away. And again, going back to a 2 tight end set. No, excuse me, a 3 tight end set. Creator going to throw. Quick step up the middle will be completed for about a gain of 9. Nice catch on that play from Azami Mihata, getting his first catch of the game to bring up 3rd down and 1.
It is very interesting to see these 3 tight end set. You don't see it anywhere else in the league but Motor City. But they know how to work it, and they do it well.
And it's worked really well for them in the run game as they're going to set up 4 tight ends for 3rd down and 1. Heavy set. Creator going to run himself. Gets another first down. Wow. Ibrahim Creator doing it himself to get to the Motor City 42.
Rieta, I'm a little worried about him because this Queen City defense is targeting him every time he runs that draw play. I just hope he doesn't get injured on one of these draws.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You got to be careful. You don't want to play that too much, or you might end up biting yourself. Created a handoff to Dean, but it goes nowhere as he is brought down by Orion Horace for no gain.
Ryan Horace doing a great job coming in from that outside linebacker spot, just blitzing in and able to make sure that Dean went nowhere.
As we said, it's going to be a battle of 2 pretty tough defenses for this game. 2nd down and 10, 2 tight ends to the left. Takes the handoff, Creator throws right, and will have the man to the right side and Shane Kaufman. And it ends up being about a gain of 8 right to the midfield stripe.
This is the same situation before that they went into that 4 tight end set and Creator just ran with it. Let's see if they do that again on this 3rd down.
They've got a 3rd and manageable, so this could be either one of those out routes to the out for a short gain, or you might see Creator just say, screw it, I'll do it myself. They'll go out with 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. Creator will go to throw. Pressure coming, he'll get away from 1, and slings it away! Manages to get it catch to Dean, but ends up being a loss of 1.
Queen City's front 4 right there pushed Creator back so far that he had to go to his safety valve right there with Dean. And because Dean had to come back on the ball, he wasn't able to get the first down. He only could just tiptoe inside the sideline.
But just a great scramble from Creator to get away from the defenders and still manage to make the catch. It does leave 2 Pickles to punt this away. It looks like he might be going for a coffin kick. The fair catch will be called right at the 19-yard line. If you missed any SFL action, you can check out highlights of SFL games on the SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation provided by Victor's Valiant, YouTube's premier sports highlight maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all of your sports highlights needs. Queen City going to start just inside their own 20. Lakeman in the shotgun, 2-2 against a dime set for Motor City. Lakeman to throw, right, goes to the left side and has, looks like that is Doug Spelling on the tiptoe catch. Good for a gain of 5.
Just great job by Spelling. Make sure that he gets at least 1 toe inbounds, pick up 5 yards there. Get them out of their own red zone and be able to move the ball down the field.
Absolutely. Just want to keep that thing moving, especially when you've got that 7-point lead. On 2nd and 5, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Lakeman from under center, hands off to Jet Zero. Oh, gets caught right at the line of scrimmage. Just absolutely swarmed by defenders. Looks like they'll credit that one to number 93, Matthew Holford.
And this Motor City defense is tough. Both defenses are tough right now. Not letting much up on either running game with the exception of Creda on that draw. it's going to be tough. This might be an air battle for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go 5 wide here for third down. Lakeman in the shotgun. Only 3 on the rush. Pressure comes up the middle, but they get the pass away, and it's caught by Doug Spelling to the 37 for a big first down.
Great job by Lakeman there, being able to see Spelling coming over the middle of the field. And a great job by Spelling going down to get that ball and just being able to secure it enough to be able to get the first down.
Great awareness from Lakeman to get that away as he saw the pressure coming up the middle. Set up first down at the 37. They'll go back to 5 wide receivers. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Lakeman to throw. Has some time, gets away. No, he cannot. Mike Ballot brings him down. It's a loss of 8.
Ballot coming in there, being able to get around that offensive lineman, get to Lakeman. Lakeman looked like he was just about to find his receiver and just couldn't get the ball away before he got that sack.
Yeah, and you see that was both Ballot and Dakota Butts kind of bringing the pressure. If one of them didn't get away, the other pretty much had it. So it was either going to be 71 or 91 to bring you down. Great job from both of those defenders to pressure Lakeman. They'll go back to 5 wide receivers for 2nd and 18. Only 3 on the rush. Lakeman to throw. Has time up the middle. Knocked away. Incomplete. That was Stephen McMike. That was number 88 of Queen City. The secondary receiver, Thomas 2, who was trying to haul that one in.
And Thomas 2 did a good job. He had the ball right in his hands. It was the defense right there, number 49. That was
Vasquez again, yeah.
Cain Vasquez right there, just putting the hit on 2 right at the right moment that he couldn't pull in the ball for possession.
That's the second time that Vasquez has done that this game. He's been doing really good at jarring that ball out and breaking up receptions. So it'll be 3rd down and long, going to the 2-2 for Lakeman. He's got 0 sidecar to the left. We'll throw it up the middle and caught! No, not caught. It was contended for Powell. I thought he had it, but Leathers was there to break it up.
That was a dangerous throw by Lakeman. I think there were 3, maybe 4 V8s in the area. And as you said, you thought it was caught. I personally thought it was going to be intercepted.
Either way, it looked like the ball was going to get into somebody's hands. But a great job by the Motor City defense to kill this drive. Will force Morrison to come out to punt it. Kicks away. Fair catch will be called by Motor City at their own 37. Clausen not going to take the chance on any sort of return on that one, and I don't blame him.
I don't either. He's got decent field position here. Their offense has been moving the ball, just a few little mistakes here and there. Might as well give them the best chance they can to tie up this ball game.
Absolutely. They're going to go into that 4 tight end set for 1st and 10. Heavy package for Creative. He'll throw it as the receiver. Caught for about a gain of 9. As that goes to Phil Koss for his first catch of the day.
Appa Jones was there, came over from his inside linebacker spot to put on that huge hit on the receiver.
It's one thing that this Motor City offense is known for. It's having all those tight ends. And they're going to do it again. 4 tight ends set, 2-2. Dean and Cherry are in the backfield for 2nd and short. Queen City showing pressure on the line, and Creata again with the run pushes it up for the first down.
You mentioned at the start of the first quarter, you don't see that quarterback draw, but Motor City has got that down. Every time Creata gets the ball and decides to take it himself and call his own number, he's getting that first down.
As you saw there, he's averaging about 5 yards a carry. They hand it off to Dean to get about 2. And he is stopped there on that play. Looks like that was number 79. Yes, it was. Yeah, that was Richard Worley on the stop.
It looks like your number reading's getting a little bit better, Ethan.
As I said, I'll work on letters later. My friends and I will be playing some Not Safe for Work Wheel of Fortune, and now I'll learn my reading from there. 2nd and 8 for Creata. We're going to throw to the left side. It'll be completed. Oh, but there's a man loose! There he goes down the left sideline and down to the 1 yard line. Shane Kaufman with a huge breakaway.
Shane Kaufman, from the start of that catch, did everything right. He knew where he was on the sideline, and he turned upfield. And when he did, he was able to shake the defender and pick up those yards. Get to the 1 yard line to put these V8s in striking chance of that end zone.
Yeah, Ted Haynes just could not wrap him up, and Shane managed to break loose, turned it into a 50-yard gain to make it 1st and goal at the 1. They'll go 4 tight ends, and Creator does it himself! Touchdown, Motor City!
I can safely say that's the first time I have ever seen a quarterback run for a touchdown.
But absolutely the right call there. 1st and goal at the 1. You have your quarterback do it. You get the blocks, and there you go. That drive finishing off 5 plays, 65 yards with the Creator touchdown. And I think you're absolutely right. I think that's the first time I have ever seen a quarterback score for himself in this league. Kick is on its way for Caleb Richards. It's up and through. And that'll make it a 7-7 game with 3:50 to go here in the second.
It's amazing to think right now that the rusher with the most yards per carry on this Motor City offense right now is Creator.
He's got the most production too. I mean, he is the top running back of this team so far today. Kick away here for Caleb Richards, and it'll be returned by Zoma in the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. Tries to get around. Can't do much on that. It'll get to the 21-yard line.
Going to be interesting to see what these Corsairs do on offense. They looked great in the first quarter, but it kind of stalled out here in the second quarter. Want to see if they maybe change their game plan during that previous Motor City offensive series.
Yeah, the last 3 possessions for Queen City after that touchdown, they've gone interception, punt, and punt. So they're going to have to try to get something moving here. Lakeman going to go for the deep ball here, and it's tipped, nearly intercepted. Oh, that one was a little bit scary. It looked like that was Rashid on trying to pick that one up.
Definitely was Rashid right there, and I thought you were going to give him the broadcaster curse there. You mentioned the interception earlier in the game. Next play out of the gate, it almost looked like it was another interception.
Oh, yeah, that classic commentator's curse. That is a thing. Don't deny it. Lakeman's going to have 2 wide receivers for 2nd down. 2 tight ends set up to the right. Has some pressure up the middle. Oh, he got it away just in time as Balat was bringing the heat. So they'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Balat once again getting to Lakeman. Got the hit on him. This time Lakeman was just able to get the ball out. Otherwise, that was going to be at least a 7 yards loss.
Yeah, that was going to be big trouble for Queen City, especially when you want to try to answer from a touchdown. 2-2 from Lakeman under center. Bit of a high snap. He'll step, throw to his left, and makes the catch for a gain of 5 over to Spelling. Doesn't do much in terms of getting to the sticks, but it will provide a little more comfort for the punt.
Just a little bit more comfort, but again, this Queen City offense, they've got to do something. We got 3:34 left in the first half. When they go into the locker room, they've got to talk and maybe change their game plan a little bit because Motor City has figured them out.
They really have. That creative run is really sort of kind of thrown Queen City for a loop. Bit of a low snap here from Morrison, but he'll get it away. It will be returned by Clausen, who will get about 4 on the return to bring it just outside of midfield.
Great field position for Motor City, getting that huge catch, big touchdown by Creator, and now they've only got half the field that they have to worry about.
Yeah, very good field position for Creator to start this next drive, possibly give Motor City the lead. They'll have 3 wide receivers and an offset eye. Creator to throw. Gonna go for the deep ball up the middle. It's incomplete. Oh, out of the hands of Shane Kaufman, unfortunately.
It looked like, and even after it was out of the hands of Shane Kaufman, it looked like the Corsairs had a chance to be able to scoop that ball up too. So that was pretty dangerous pass there by Creata, but I understand what he was trying to go for. Just another big play just to put this ball game up on their side.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to go into that same formation again here for second down. Bit of an odd-looking nickel for Queen City. Creata will throw left side, has the receiver, just enough for the first down. And once again, that one looks like to go to Kaufman. It did.
Looks like they're calling Kaufman's number more often than not here when they're in the passing formations. Currently, he's been targeted 6 times with 4 receptions.
Yeah, 4 for 6 for 75 yards. Everybody else has gotten at least 1 catch. As that's another run from Creata to get a gain of 5.
That quarterback draw play. I can't believe that is the #1 rushing play for this Motor City offense right now. I've never seen it before, but I'm seeing it more and more this game, and it's just working.
It's doing fantastic for them because it has gotten them into this tie ball game. 3 receivers left for 2nd and 5. Creata has the short route, and it's incomplete, knocked down by Kappa Jones.
As much as we're praising Creata on his legs, that pass there I don't think was the wisest idea. The Kappa Jones was right there. He was right in the passing lane. Creata should not have thrown that ball in that area. It was a dangerous pass. It could have been intercepted right there.
Now it'll be 3rd down and 5. They're going to set up in a pass formation. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Creata will step back to throw. Pump fake, stepping up, gets away, and it's almost intercepted by Jones again. But it will fall incomplete.
Looks like Creata tried a little shovel pass there after the pump fake. So one of his receivers crossing over and in route, but just not wise. Kappa Jones standing right there, right in front of the receiver.
Yeah, that looked to be intended for S. Mondavi, excuse me. But that will be 4th down for Motor City, so they will punt it away. Pickles to punt from about his own 48, 49. So this is a good chance for a coughing kick. And that is what they're going to try to do. Going down to the left side. Oh, but it will be returned by Zoma, who gets a couple more to get to the 14. That'll take us up to the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo, New York. We are knotted up at 7 apiece. This is the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here on YouTube. Queen City going to start this drive with about 2 minutes to go from their own 14. Lakeman on the deep drop, going to throw, checks it down to Jet 0. Oh, and he is planted down at the 11 and ends up being a loss of about 4. Thanks to that big hit from Balot.
I do have to say, I don't not like that play call. A pretty long drop back, 7-10 yards. Everybody's going to think he's going down the field, but to check it down to Jet 0, if he should have had room, but one of the linebackers was just right there and knew exactly what was coming.
Back to 2-2 for Lakeman. He's going to have pressure. Gets it away to 0. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, get some profit out of it. Down to the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd and the fairly long 7.
It'll be interesting to see what Queen City does. Tie ball game. Minute 10 left. Inside their own red zone right here. Will they pass? Will they run and just punt the ball away? Try to take some time off this clock and go into the locker room tied up.
So we're entering less than a minute to go here in the half. Lakeman's going to have 5 wide receivers. Going to throw it. Planning a time to do so. Gets the catch. Good for the first down to the 31. And a good catch there from Deezer Powell to make it number 7 for him today.
Now, Queen City's offense, if they are able to run down the field like they did at the beginning of the game, they could have a chance to take the lead with a field goal here. It's going to take one big play.
They do need to break off a good one, especially now that we're under 30 to go. Lakeman with 2 wide receivers, hands it off to 0. He is planted down at the 30. And I don't think Queen City is going to take a chance at it. They'll just go to the locker room tied up at 7.
That might also be a very smart idea. Go in, replan their offense, see what they can do about that quarterback draw play by Motor City.
That'll bring us to the end of the first half of play. It's been a tough one for both of these squads to get in the end zone, but it's knotted up 7 apiece between Queen City and Motor City. Second half get underway in just a moment. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music here on YouTube. As we're about to kick off the second half here in Buffalo, New York, Ethan Muslin, Mickey Melillo doing the commentary for you tonight. And, of course, Dakota Butts and Phil Koss doing our stats, making us look a lot smarter than at least I am. So I always appreciate that. Return up here to the middle. We'll get about to the 26-yard line from the return to Clausen. So it'll be decent field position for Motor City's next drive.
Absolutely, and it did look like number 59, Chepo Sai, was in on that tackle. Came in a little high there. I thought that might have been a face mask, but apparently the officials did not see what I saw.
Creator going to start off with 3 wide to the right here on first down. He'll check it down to Dean. He has an open space. He'll get up to about the 30, down to the 31-yard line as he's brought down by Newton North.
It does look like Queen City's now crowding the middle a little bit more, looking for that quarterback draw. So let's see how often that Motor City will be able to call that play and have it be as productive as it was in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like they're going into more passing formations on this drive. 2 wide for Creator from the shotgun. Going to step up. Checks it down again, and it'll be Dean who only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he got taken down by Haynes for 3rd and 5.
And Haynes had a little bit of help there. There were 3 Queen City Corsairs. I did see Dan dash in. Unfortunately, I didn't see the other number to be able to give him credit, but great job by that defense there to be able to take him down for little yardage.
Makes it 3rd down and 5. 3 wide receivers for Creata. Has time to throw. Going for the deep ball. Tipped away. Incomplete. That one intended for Guy Clausen. But it ends up being knocked away. So Pickles will once again come out to punt.
Just a great job by the Corsair defense there. That was a perfectly placed ball for the receiver. Safety was there to be able to knock it out of his hands to make sure that they didn't get the big play on the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, good defensive stop from Queen City, forcing the 3 and out. We'll bring Pickles to punt it away. A little pressure on that kick. Does not get the block. And a bit of run here from Zoma to bring it up just to about the 42-yard line. Hey, don't leave that broadcast without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join to check out content for teams and about the league created by the community, participate in pick'em games, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon on the menu. The SFL community 2,000 strong. We'll see you there. Lakeman gonna go for the deep ball on the first play, and it's incomplete. Looks like he might have got that one off a little early.
Looked like it was intended for Doug Spelling there. I'm not sure if he got tripped up by just got his feet caught with the defender or not, but he did go down as that ball was thrown.
Yeah, it looked like that maybe he got there too late, or Lakeman may have thrown that one a little too hard. Either way, it falls to the ground. 2nd and 10, 2 and 2 for Lakeman, with Matthew to the right side. Has some time to throw. He'll go for that big bit again, and he's got it! Catch there to Deezer Powell to get to the Motor City 34.
Great job by Powell. He knew he had a defender all over him. Just great concentration there to be able to catch the ball, bring it in, and get the first down.
You saw there Vasquez was trying to hit that ball out again. Only works 2 out of 3 times apparently. So, but great job there from Powell to hold on to that thing. Twins to the right side for first down. They'll hand off to Jet Zero, and he shakes one loose to the 30. Takes another to the 25, to the 20. Out of bounds to the 16-yard line.
What a run by Zero. He got caught in the backfield, was able to shake that defender. Found his seam on the sideline there and just gave a stiff arm to the defender. Just went total beast mode there just to get all the yards that he did to get in the red zone.
That's the longest run of the game from any side, from either Motor City or Queen City. That 18-yard gain from Jet Zero. This has been mostly an aerial battle between these two squads. You see the stats for Lakeman there. Already 227 yards passing on the day. First and 10 now from the 16 of Motor City. Lakeman to throw. Might be going for it all, and it's intercepted! King Rashid gets pick number 11 on the season.
King Rashid there just standing in the corner of the end zone. Looked like he knew exactly what the play was going to be. Able to get that pick, continuing his lead as the interception king this season.
Just a fantastic job from Rashid. He's now the sole holder of most interceptions this season. Still a couple away from breaking the league record. But let's see if they might, there's still plenty of game left to play. Created with the throw, will get it completed for a gain of about 13, as that one goes to Orain Darby.
Orain Darby right there had defenders all around him. Great job just pulling it in, knowing where the yard markers are, and to be able to get the first down.
Yeah, ended up getting double teamed by Kappa Jones and by Great Gaines. That's the only way they could really stop those receivers. So this will be a nice gain of 13 to move the sticks. And they will go back to that 4 tight end set for first and 10. Creative from under center. Pressure is going to come up on the line. Creative will throw. Steps up. Gets it away. Oh, nearly intercepted as that pass was intended for Julian Gusters. Little short pass. That almost turned into big trouble.
Absolutely. And it did look like Claudius Periwinkle III was in on that deflection. Dangerous pass there by Creata. He is lucky it did not get intercepted.
Absolutely. But they will go back to the 4 tight end set for second down. Creata will hand off. Dean up the middle. We'll get about 2 to get to the 35.
It'd be interesting to see what they call on this next play. 3rd and long. Need 8 yards. Creata has been productive with his legs and his arm.
Yeah, he's got 2 viable options here. Looks like they might be going for the throw. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Created the throw, stepping up, but he's brought down by LL Volt for the 2nd sack of the day.
Second time LL Volt has gotten to Creata on a 3rd down play to force Motor City to punt. It's a great job by him. He got a little antsy in the first quarter where he jumped a little quick, but he's proving as to why he is a big player on this defense.
So it'll force the punt from Pickles. He'll get it away. Zoma to return it. He'll take it from his own 40 and down to the 43-yard line. If you're liking that game so far, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Thanks to everybody for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. And I know those minor leaguers are anxious to get ready to take the field. That'll be happening in a couple of weeks. Should be a lot of fun to see. Lakeman's going to check this down to Jet Zero, get to the line of scrimmage, gets a couple more yards on the play. Gets up to the 45 for a gain of 2.
Great job by Lakeman. Looking down the field, couldn't find any receivers open. Knew he had his safety valve. Passed it to Jet Zero. 2 yards better than no yards or negative yards in that situation.
Any positive is good positive as far as anybody's concerned. Lakeman to throw. He'll check it down again. This one's a Bovine, the fullback, but it ends up going down for a loss. after that tackle from Holford.
And I believe that was the first time we called the Hall of Famer's name this game.
Yeah, that is the first bit of touching he's had for this game. The one catch for -1. We have not seen him on the ground just yet. They're down in 9 now from the 44. Lakemen with 2 and 2. 0 is sidecar right. Go back to throw. Pressure from the left side. Got to get it away. He will, and it's nearly intercepted. But Panani could not hold on to that one. It'll be incomplete.
Lakeman had all the time in the world there to be able to throw that ball. Just couldn't get it to his receiver. Panani was just in the perfect place to be able to knock the ball down.
So that will bring out Greg Morrison to kick this away. No, that would be far too long of a field goal. Oh, this kick is blocked! It'll be recovered by the offense, but it'll come down to the 36. No chance to get back to the line to gain, so it'll be first down, Motor City from the Corsair 36.
We're just seeing everything this game. Quarterback draws left and right by Motor City. A punt block by Motor City. Motor City just pulling out all the stops here in this game, the final game of Season 20.
At this point, it is kind of what I would like to call a spaghetti game. You're just going to throw whatever you can to the wall and see what sticks. Created a throw on first down. Going to go left side, and it is out of bounds on that catch to Kaufman. So we're second down and 10.
Ethan, I have to say, as an Italian, I love that spaghetti analogy that you just gave.
I mean, my family is of Croatian origin, but so I do have some love for that Southern European cuisine. So I will always enjoy a good amount of spaghetti with some nice meatballs, marinara, a little bit of garlic bread. Did I mention that I'm hungry? Creator gonna run to the outside. He'll only get about 3 to bring up third down and 7.
Ted Haynes there on the stop. Another big hit on Creator. You don't see quarterbacks getting hit much unless they're getting sacked, but because he's using his legs more and more, I am worried he's going to get injured late in this ballgame.
Yeah, that is one thing you want to be careful about. Created a throw for third down, going for that deep ball, and it's caught down at the 12-yard line by Orain Darby. It'll be first and 10, just outside the 10-yard line.
Orain Darby going up for that. Even though Creator just took a big shot, his arm is still working great. Darby just going almost Superman on that one, taking a hit and coming down and still being able to hold on to the ball. Great concentration on that play.
Great job on that jump from Darby. Good for about 21 yards here at the 12-yard line. First and 10, almost basically first and goal to go. 4 wide receivers for Creator. He'll check it down to Dean. He gets a little bit of a screen, but only gets about 2 on the play as he is brought down by Newton North.
Now, Motor City's got to be careful here. As we saw on the Queen City side, throwing a ball into the end zone is just as dangerous as throwing it over the field. You have a shorter field, not much room to work with. It's prone for interceptions.
Yeah, and if you don't have that right amount of routes, it could go very, very wrong. 3 wide for Motor City for Creator. Pressure up the middle, gets it away to the right side, and contacted down at the 5 for that catch to Guy Clausen. That's his second of the day for third down and 3.
The key thing here for Motor City is they can still get a first down before scoring, so they may get another set of downs as long as they can pick up 3 on this play.
It would be around the 1-yard line, but it is feasible. But for all intents and purposes, it's goal to go. Creator will go for the goal, and it's nearly intercepted by Greg Gaines, but it will fall incomplete.
It'll be interesting to see. Will they bring out Caleb Richards? And it does look like he's coming out here just so they can take the lead.
It's not a bad idea just to get the points, walk away with the lead. It's the right call as far as I'm concerned.
Especially with the defensive battle that we've got going on here, any points is good points.
Absolutely. So Caleb Richards going to bring it out for the field goal. It'll be a 21-yarder from about the middle point. He only had 1 field goal last week. an 18-yarder, and this one is up and through. That'll make it 10-7 with 3:46 to go here in the third. Caleb Richards 20 for 23 prior to that one. That'll make it 21 for 24. So 7 out of 8. I think we'll take that any day of the week.
Your numbers are getting much better, Ethan.
Yay! As we kick this away for Richards, Zoma will take it for the return from about his own 5. And he'll keep running on it. Nice return on this one to bring it out to the Queen City 32.
Queen City did great blocking by the special teams there for Zoma to be able to pick up as many yards as he did. Just a great job on special teams. Now let's see if their offense can be able to get as many yards, if not more, on this drive.
So first down and 10 for Lakeman. He'll have 2 receivers, offset I formation. We'll go for the pass. Lakeman to throw. Right side, deep ball, intercepted! Picked off again from King Rashid. That's number 12 on the season.
King Rashid, the interception king of season 20, just coming up big, closing in on that single season record for interceptions. You mentioned it before, there's plenty of time left. He may be able to do it this game.
He's already broken the team season record with Motor City and their cognitive history with St. Louis. So he is the sole interceptor for this squad. Let's see if he can be the top picker in the league. Creata throws to the right side. He'll be caught right about midfield. Another catch there to Phil Koss.
Phil Koss, third tight end on this Motor City team. Second time they looked towards him. Second time he caught the ball.
Yeah, Phil Koss 2 for 15 so far. The top receiver is Kaufman, 4 for 75. Creata going for the deep ball, and it's nearly picked off by Gaines. Darby the intended target, so make up third down and 4.
Great defensive coverage there by Gaines. He was just there. He was inside of the receiver, watching the quarterback the whole time. He had perfect coverage on that play.
Yeah, that was a great job on that coverage from Gaines, knocking that thing away. So third down and 4 from the midfield stripe. 3 receivers for Creata. He's got Dean sidecar to the right. They're going to bring the blitz. Creata throws it out, and wide open receiver is Kaufman for the touchdown!
Great job by Kaufman to be able to get out of that press coverage by Queen City. That's the problem with press coverage. You bring all your guys up, you leave the middle of the field wide open. Shane Kaufman saw that, knew he can just find the hole, and Creata found him wide open for a 50-yard touchdown catch.
Fantastic catch from Kaufman, and yes, you saw him just hold that thing for dear life to bring it in for the score. 3 plays, 56 yards, 50-yard touchdown pass. Motor City about to make it a 10-point game pending this Caleb Richards extra point. They get it away on the high snap. It is up and through, and that'll make it 17-7 with 3:01 left to go here in the third.
And you know me, Ethan, I do have to talk about kickers. Second-year player Caleb Richards, one of the top kickers in the SFL in Season 5. Great player, glad to see him when he got drafted.
Yeah, he's been doing very well for himself so far in his career. 39 of 42 prior to this one, now 40 for 43. So he's been doing very nice. Zoma on the bit of a stutter step on the return, going to bring it up to the 32.
Once again, great job by the Corsairs special teams there, being able to get as much yards as they can on these kickoff returns.
Yeah, you gotta try to give yourself as best a field position as possible to get yourself as many opportunities to move down the field and get those scores. Lakeman gonna have 2 and 2 for first down from the shotgun. Bit of a low snap. He'll check it down to 0, pushing ahead for the yards, and he'll get to the 37 for a gain of 6.
And it did look like that Motor City there was in more of a zone defense there, so they probably didn't have any receivers down the field to be able to throw to. So Lakeman, once again, needing his safety valve and just tossed it over.
But it ends up being profitable. It ends up going to now 2nd and short. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. They'll hand it off. Jet 0 up the middle, trying to push and get the first down to the 45. Ends up being brought down on that play. It looked like that was Vasquez on the tackle.
And Jet 0, we don't see much of him on the ground except for the 18-yard play that he had earlier. But he just kept his legs moving here, knowing he needed 4 yards, and he wanted to get that first down so he didn't have to go into a 3rd down situation. Just kept his legs moving, got the first down and more to put Queen City with another set of downs.
That'll give 0 a little bit of time to rest. They're going to go 5 wide for Lakeman. He's going to go for that deep ball again. It's up in the air, intercepted! Another pick, and this one going out at the 34-yard line. This one picked away by number 23, Tampa Bear.
Great job by Tampa Bear, just having wherewithal just to keep an eye on that ball with that tip drill. Ran towards the ball like you're supposed to as a defender and catch it. That is Lakeman's 4th interception thrown on the day.
You do have to credit Mark Kaufman for getting that deflection to allow Tampa to bring that one in. Now Motor City in the catbird seat with about 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Created a handed off up the middle, and that is Bill Cherry, the fullback, getting about 4 on the play.
And that's one of the benefits of having a fullback on your team that can run the ball, not just a strictly blocking back. You give them the ball, they're very hard to take down, and that's what Cherry did, picking up 4 yards on first down there for Motor City.
2 receivers left for 2nd down, and the pistol set. Creator going to step up, gets it away just before he gets onto the line, and Darby with enough awareness to get past the line to gain for the first down.
Oh, it's definitely a floater there by Creator, just coming up to the line. I thought he was going to scramble and use his legs again, but he found a receiver that was open, but it took a long time for that ball to go from his hand to his receiver's hands.
Absolutely did. They'll go to 3 wide for 1st and 10. Creator from the shotgun. Nickel set for Queen City. Gonna throw. Creator gonna go up the middle, and it's deflected away, incomplete.
Creator's been pretty accurate today. Looked like he may have just overthrown Darby just by a bit there, just a little out of his reach for him to be able to catch that ball.
Yeah, that looked to be just a bit of an outside reach on that one. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Created with 4 wide, 3 bunch to the right. Dime set for Queen City. Created a throw, 4 on the rush. Oh, and he's brought down up the middle. It's a big sack, a loss of 8 from Joseph Sabolka.
When you see that big man coming at you, you got to move out of your way because it's either you're going to get hit by a freight train, and that's never good. Great job by Sabolka to be able to push Motor City back after getting the first down.
At 7-season vet, 2 here with Queen City, 6'5", 300 pounds. Oh, and this will be a free play with Dash going off sides. It'll be up and intercepted by Haynes, but it'll be all for naught with Dash getting a little antsy on that one.
And that is definitely a dagger into Queen City. They needed a break here, and that could have been it, but it looks like that one of their defenders just got a little bit antsy. We saw it earlier in the game. You said it. They have a lot of rookies on this team, and they're hungry, and they want to get into the backfield, and it looks like that's what happened there.
Absolutely. And, I think Dan Dash is really the only player on the line who doesn't have a sack or a tackle for loss recorded to his name. I think he just wanted to get some of that too. Creator going to go for the deep ball. Diving catch is made at the 17-yard line from Kaufman. What a catch to cap off the 3rd.
I think we need to change his name to Clark Kent because he went full Superman on that catch. Just full extension there to be able to catch the ball. Great job by Creata, just putting it in the only spot that Kaufman would be able to catch it.
And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. All right, chat, for the last time this season, let's see some 4s, 12s, 68s, and 86s in that chat. We got 1 quarter to play, and the P8s are up by 10. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here on YouTube. We'll flip the field, come right back. And here we go, start of the fourth quarter. Here, Ethan Muslin, Mickey Melillo here on the call today. Another free play on the Volt offsides. Kaufman going to go right and gets enough for the first down. They'll take those yards rather than the offside call.
Absolutely right there. You pick up more than 10 yards. Even though you get free 5, you might as well take it more.
Neutral zone infraction, number 69, defense.
And again, that was on LL Volt. Another one of his, that's a second offsides on his part. Third so far this game from the Queen City line. But it will be, but that penalty will be declined. It'll be first down and goal to go.
And Volt, the second round pick, just got to keep his head in the game if he wants to win this game.
Excuse me. Yeah, it is first and goal to go. Hand off up the middle. Dean in the end zone. Touchdown, Motor City.
Great job by Motor City. Been doing a lot in the air. Got in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. Dean found a hole. The offensive line did a great job just pushing the front 4 out of the way. He had a clear lane, barely touched to get 6 on the board.
Yeah, great cap of that drive. 8 plays, 69 yards with a 6-yard rushing touchdown. A very nice drive, to say the least.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll bring up Richards to kick the extra point. This will make it a 17-point game for Motor City. Nice snap, up and good. 24-7. Motor City now leads with 10:43 to go in the fourth quarter. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Zoma going to take this from about his own goal line. Going to go to the left a little bit. Tried to spin through some defenders, but ends up being brought down by Rashid around the 27-yard line. Now, Queen City in a bit of a quandary, so to speak. After the start of the second half, they've had an interception, a punt block, and 2 more interceptions after that. They've really got to get something going here now that they're down by 3 scores. Lakeman from under center. He'll hand off to Jet Zero, who will get a little bit of profit on the play. Gets down to about the 28 for a 1-yard gain.
Great job by Jet Zero to be able to shake off that defender to be able to get positive yards on that play. My main worry here for Queen City is, like you said, since the start of the second half, they have thrown 3 interceptions. I'm worried that Lakeman might be a little gun-shy here about throwing the ball down the field.
Either gun-shy or he's just trying to get too aggressive and just trying to, throw it out there and say, this one's due, this one's due. He'll pitch it out to Zero left side. He'll get room to run, gets about 5 before he is brought down by Panani for 3rd and 4.
First 2 plays on this drive at the beginning of the fourth quarter for Queen City has been run. They're now in a passing situation. Let's see if they go down the field because they got to make up 17 points in 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a task for them, but I think they might be able to pull it off. Lakeman to throw, going for that deep ball. He's got it! What a catch from James Matthew Jr. down to the 28-yard line. First down, Queen City. First catch for Matthew Jr. today.
Great job by Matthew Jr. It was thrown a little bit behind him. He had to turn around to catch it, but what a great one-handed catch. And still able to keep his feet and his momentum going to pick up more yards after catch.
Kept it moving for 39 yards, the longest pass of the day for Queen City. I think that's what Lakeman was looking for, trying to break off those big yards. Twins to the left here for first down. They'll hand off to Zero, who's met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on that one as Kanan makes the tackle.
Kanan coming in from that outside linebacker spot. Great job making sure that no more yards are gained for the Corsairs here. 2nd and 10.
Clock is continuing to run. Now we're closing up on 8.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. 4 wide for Queen City on the 2-2. Lakeman to throw. Pressure surrounds him. He'll get it away and get about 4 on that play. Catch was made by number 40 at Jet Zero on the check down, so it'll be 3rd and 6.
It's a good situation for Queen City. No matter what happens here, as long as they don't turn the ball over, they'll get at least points on the board with a field goal. They're definitely within field goal range for Joe Garfield.
And a field goal would make it a 2-score game. It would make it a little bit more of an easier task. They're going to go 5 wide. Lakeman to throw. Has some time. Checks it down. Oh, nearly intercepted on that one by Kanan. But it will be an incomplete pass and bring out 4th down.
Kanan has been all over the field. We've called his number so many times this game. He's just doing a great job in pass defense.
So that will bring out Joe Garfield to kick the field goal for the first time tonight. So far this season, he's 14 for 17 in his rookie season. It'll be a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Bit of a low snap, but good block, and the kick is on its way, and it's good. That'll make it 24-10 with 7:53 to go here in the 4th. So now they're within 2 scores. Seems a bit more of a reasonable task to try to get back in this game.
Very reasonable. The defense has got to step up, do what they have to do, and stop Motor City, get the ball back. Depending on how much time is left, they may need the onside kick to be able to retain possession to try to get the second score to tie up this ball game.
Well, this is when you would really want to have your defense really step up and try to get yourself into the win column. It'll be a bit of a tough task because they are near the bottom of the league in deflections, about midpoint in interceptions. But they do have a couple pick sixes to their name, so it is within the realm of possibility with Motor City's Guy Clausen taking the return up to the 28.
And that was backup tight end Samuel Axe there on the tackle of Clausen on that return.
Creator's going to start this drive under center. He'll have 2 tight ends, 1 receiver to the right. He'll go for the pass. And a little bit of pressure. He'll check it up. Oh, nearly bobbled up in the air and still can go. And it'll be brought down by one of the tight ends, Azami Mihata, on the pinball deflection. Ends up being a catch for a loss of 3.
I don't know if we could call that a pinball deflection or a jump ball, because that ball went 10 feet in the air. I honestly thought the Corsairs were going to have it. I have never seen a ball thrown, bounced, and then caught 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I almost thought it was a lineman picking that one up, and that one caught on the side by Phil Cost. Down the left sideline, he'll get down to the 44 of Queen City for a first down.
I'm with you that I thought it was a lineman, but that catch by Phil Cost, 3rd target of the day, 3rd catch of the day, big play after that unusual pass deflection for negative yards. Great job going down that sideline and picking up the first down.
That pass completion going for 31 yards. That's Phil Cost's longest of the day. They're going to go into that 4 tight end set, and this time they knew Creator was going to run it. Doesn't go anywhere this time. It'll be no gain.
I do believe that's the first time Creator tried that quarterback draw, and it looks like Queen City went into the locker room and they figured out how to stop him.
Yeah, they flushed that one out. Dan Dash was the one to make the tackle right there at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Now 2nd down and 10. They'll go 2 tight ends, 1 receiver right. Creator to hand it off, and up the middle for Cherry. There's only going to be about 2 on the play, with the tackle being made by Horace. So now 3rd down and 8 coming up.
That is a big play for Queen City here. They Motor City might be on Queen City's side of the field, but it's too far for a field goal. They would have to punt. They stop them here, they got a great chance of getting those 2 scores.
Creator gonna throw it, going for the deep pass. This one intercepted! Queen City gonna get it back! Right about near where Motor City had it. And a great interception. That looked to be great gains on the pick.
And that is the best case scenario for Queen City here. Instead of stopping them and being able to be pinned inside the 20, inside the 15, they were able to get the pick and pick up even more yardage down the field. Instead of having to go 80, 85 yards, they now only have to go 42 yards to make this a 1-score game.
They're going to have to go, they're going to have to go about 62. They're still on their own side of the field. And I want to credit the right interceptor. That was Ted Haynes with that pick. So great job by the Queen City defense to step up. It's 2-2 for Lakeman here on first down. They're going to rush 4. Oh, and he's brought down, but not before he gets it away. Nick Brummer bringing the heat, but Lakeman getting it away in time for 2nd and 10.
Great job by Brummer just to get back there so Lakeman can't throw the ball down the field with what they did. And I do have to say, Ethan, as much as I talked about your numbers, I think I need to work on mine after the game.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. 2nd and 10 now. 2 tight ends set. Lakeman to throw. I'm going to go out right side. It'll be caught by Matthew, but only going to get about 2 before he is planted down at the 39.
Time is winding down in this game. Lakeman has got to start looking down the field, picking up those 10, 15 yards. I know those passes earlier on in this game have resulted in interceptions, but this is the time where he has to get the nerve, start throwing the ball down the field.
He's going to go 2-2 against a dime set. They might be going for that big break right now. Lakeman to throw. In trouble and brought down for the sack. And another one for Balot.
Balot has just had Lakeman's number all game. He has been in that backfield, causing pressure, hitting Lakeman, sacking Lakeman. He's just been all over that backfield when he's passing the ball.
He really has. That is sack 3 for Brummer. For Balot, as they kick this away. Fair catch going to be made by Kaufman at the Motor City 34. Where will your team end up in the playoffs? Are you in or out of contention? Can you get a first-round bye, or can you clinch a home game? From the makers of the Rick Meter, the SFL Scenario Show revs up for its 20th season tonight at 11:30 Eastern after our Saturday games conclude, and breaks down the remaining 16 scenarios entering the 2 final days of the regular season. And we will see you there. I know I'm going to be on the edge of my seat a little bit later tonight for my Revs. Hopefully they can do a little bit well for themselves. Dean's going to run this up the middle for a gain of 2, and that's about all she wrote for that.
I definitely know I'll be watching that scenario show too. My legend, they may have clinched a playoff berth, but we're still vying for that first round bye.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think you're still in contention for the division as well.
We are. We have to win tomorrow to be able to clinch the division. If we lose and Tulsa wins, I believe they take the division.
Snap up the middle for Dean, and another stop by the line. Only going to have a 1-yard gain there as Periwinkle makes the stop for 3rd down and 7.
Pivotal play here for Queen City. Another 3rd down situation resulted in an interception in the last drive, which gave them pretty good field position. If they could do that again here and be on the other side of the field, they still have a chance to at least tie this ball game.
3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Created from under center. 33 nickel set for Queen City. They are milking this clock down for all it's worth as they bring it down to without 5 to go. Creator going to go for the throw, and it's incomplete. Broken up in coverage there as Phil Koss looked to be the intended target. So that will force Motor City to punt it away.
That is the first target that Phil Koss did not catch this game. And it does look like the official did get run over by Koss in the middle of that play. Got to get out of the way, Zebra.
It's like, come on, Blue. You got to do what you can to stay out of the play. But also, you got to give good props to Haynes, number 26, getting in there to help break that one up. Haynes been making himself a little bit known today with 2 deflections. Oh, but this one's blocked! What a block from Queen City! They're going to have it at the V8 25!
2 block punts, 1 game, 1 by each team. This is key for Queen City to come back here. Down by 2 scores. Now on the Motor City 25, they need to get in the end zone here. If they don't, the game is pretty much over for them.
Yeah, they've got 25 yards, about 24 and change really to get a score here. And then you kind of have a dilemma if you go for the onside, if you just try to kick it away. Lakeman to throw. Gonna go out for it, and he's got it! Touchdown, Queen City! Doug Spelling on 1 play makes it a 1-score game.
What a play by Spelling. This is supposed to be a land and sea battle with the V8s and the Corsairs, but it's been all air this game. Great play by Doug Spelling. Make him move after the catch to be able to get in the end zone on 1 play after that blocked punt.
And you saw there, number 20, Mark Kaufman. Looks like he got a little bit confused on whether he should cover Spelling or Powell. Ended up choosing poorly and ended up forcing the pass to Spelling for the touchdown. As we said, 1 play, 25 yards, and now it's a 1-score game. Garfield to kick the extra point. This will make it a 7-point game with about 3.5 to go. The snap and hold on its way, and it's good. 24-17. Motor City on top with 3.5 left. This is a tough call. Do you go for the onside kick? And they will be going for it.
A tough call, but I think it's the right call. Just the way the offense has been producing for most of the second half, you got to try to get this ball back now with as much time as you can to get in the end zone.
Ball will go the necessary 10, and it will be recovered by Motor City down at the 43.
Now, if the Queen City defense can do exactly what they've done for the past 2 drives, the offense will get the ball back, get back on the field with probably about 2 minutes left. Still enough time to get down the field.
Yeah, if they're able to put in a 3 and out, you're probably looking at them getting the ball back around the 2-minute warning. Created 2 receivers right. He'll go for the deep drop. Trying to throw. Gonna go for the big gain, and it's intercepted! Todd Rigsby takes it away from Kaufman, and Queen City's got it with 3:25.
Queen City's defense has stepped up these past 3 drives, doing what they need to do. Interception, blocked punt, interception, putting them in prime position to be able to tie this ball game, possibly win the game if they can get the ball back after scoring again.
It is vital for Queen City to continue this drive as much as possible to get down the field and score that touchdown. Lakeman with 4 wide, 2 and 2. Pressure came up the middle, and he gets it away from Jet Zero, but it falls incomplete.
I will give you 1 guess on who that pressure on Lakeman was.
Oh, was it Panani?
No. There's your 1 guess. Mr. Balot getting in there in the backfield, putting pressure on Lakeman there.
Indeed it was. So now 2nd down and 10. They're going to go back to that 2 and 2. Nickel set for Motor City. Lakeman to throw. Has the man down the field. It'll be Matthew. Gets about 5, and they're going to go no huddle. Reasonably so. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Lakeman going to throw on the deep drop. Getting away. No, he cannot. Once again, Balot with the sack. And it'll be 4th and 13.
I believe that is Mr. Balot's 4th sack of the game.
And the crowd not liking this. They're going to, with the Queen City going for it, they will try it. Lakeman the throw, has it, but it's out! I think that's going to be trouble, because either way you slice it, it's either a catch with a fumble or an incomplete pass.
Either or, but don't forget, Queen City's out of challenges no matter what. So I would even just take this play, because it's either 1st and 10 from inside the 20.
Motor City, though, is going to challenge it because they want the better field position.
That's an interesting call. I didn't even think about that.
That is absolutely the right call to make because you want to give yourself an extra, 15, 20 yards. Yeah, and that looks to be no doubt about it. It is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, absolutely. No football move. Did not look like he got possession. He got hit as he caught it, and it just popped out.
Yeah, so that'll be a turnover on downs. We'll put Motor City very much in Queen City territory. Now with about 3 minutes to go, Creator and his squad are going to have to try and lock this thing up. It'll be first down at about the 15-yard line. 3 tight end set. Creator going to take it himself up the middle for about a 4-yard gain. He got knocked down by Kappa Jones right about the 10-yard line.
This is Motor City's game to lose now. They just need to hold on to the ball, be able to get into the end zone. They are ticking this clock away for them, coming up on the 2-minute warning. Just hold on to the ball. They win this ball game.
Yeah, just need to hold on to it and make sure they don't lose that ball once again. They might be just going to Creator for the rest of this game. We're coming down to the final seconds here before the warning. And we will get there. So we have 2 minutes to go here in Buffalo. Queen City down by 7, hoping to prevent any further scoring from the V8s. They look to finish their season at 3-9. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music here on YouTube. Two minutes to go here in Buffalo. Queen City down by 7. Handoff here to Dean is going to get... No, it's sorry, excuse me. Bill Cherry, the fullback. Only going to get about 1 as Queen City calls their first timeout.
Now, unless Queen City can somehow get the ball back on this play, even if it goes to 4th down, it's well within field goal range. Motor City will most likely kick the field goal, and it'll become a 2-score game again.
Yeah, and that's going to be big trouble for Queen City if they can't get back into this. They're down in 4. Handoff up the middle for Dean. Gets the first down. Queen City will take their second time out, but this is effectively ball game.
Essentially, Motor City can just kneel on these 3 plays, and even if they get the 4th down with too much time left on the clock, which there should be, they'll just kick the field goal and leave Queen City with under a minute.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go into that 3 tight end set. Creator going to take it himself for about no gain. And Queen City will take their final timeout. With about 1:49 to go. So, if I'm doing my math correctly, that's about they'll bring it to 109. 29. Yeah, I think they can go into victory formation at this point. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So Creator going to take a knee and start winding down the clock. If Motor City can hold on to this victory, they'll finish out at 3-9. Queen City, if they are still on this losing end, will fall to 0-12, be the first team since the inaugural season of the San Diego Mavericks to go 0-12. Had Queen City win this one, they would still tie Seattle's inaugural season last season with a 1-11 record. They're down in goal. Creator going to go back to the knee. And they will bring that down once again. Yeah, with 1:09, so that'll bring it down to about 29 seconds left for the field goal.
And Motor City's probably going to run this clock as much as possible. I can see them calling a timeout just before it hits 0 on the play clock. And then just kick the field goal. And it's all but the nail in the coffin. The only thing that could happen is Queen City blocking the field goal and there being a big play for them to be able to score and tie up this ball game.
It's not within the realm of possibility, but anything is possible. As we have learned from all of our times here in the SFL, anything and everything will happen. Bit of a low snap. Oh, and it is blocked! Oh my goodness! goodness! Queen City gets it back at the 14. It is not over yet.
Am I Nostradamus or something, Ethan? Because I just predicted that.
Oh, man. The kick gets blocked. Ball's picked up by Queen City at the 14. But now with 28 seconds left, they are going to have to really hurry up.
And as Mike Daggs is saying in the chat right now, the plus-size woman hasn't sung yet.
Lakeman going to go for the throw, and it's incomplete, intended for Deezer Powell. They have not sung, but she is definitely tuning up.
Absolutely, and on that deflection was the interceptor himself, the interception king this season, King Richard.
Yeah, Rashid already up to 12 picks for the season, one shy of the SFL single-season record of 13. Oh, this is going to be a good finish, to say the least. Lakeman to throw on second down. Going for the deep ball again. Has the man down to the 41 of Queen City. It's Deezer Powell getting the catch. They got to hurry. 13 seconds to go. They're going to have to probably try and spike it. 8 seconds, and they will spike with 8 seconds to go. So you got time for probably one play. Maybe time to get out of bounds. Or at this point, they are in Hail Mary range.
This is going to be a tough call. Best case scenario for them is to get 30 yards and the receiver to get out of bounds. It does look like they're going into Hail Mary formation here. They got to get in the end zone or out of bounds with 1 second left.
That's the right call. You got at least try to get out of bounds or try to get it into the end zone. Lakeman under pressure. Gets away. No, he cannot. He's brought down. And once again, Mike Ballot with the sack ends the game for the V8s as they get the win to go to 3-9. They take down the Corsairs 24-17. What a cap for Mike Ballot. 3 sacks on the day, 5 tackles for losses, and he's the critical figure in helping Motor City get the win.
Absolutely. Great defensive job by Ballot there. We cannot forget about Creator there. Not only did he use his arm, but he used his legs all throughout the game. Got a rushing touchdown in this game. Great job by him. If I had to choose a player of the game right now, it's either going to be Creator or Kaufman, especially with that Superman catch. Kaufman, 7 receptions on 12 targets, 180 yards and a touchdown, including the 50-yard Superman catch.
Yeah, Kaufman had a great performance. Creator did as well. 24 for 39 with 304, 1 tutty in the air, 1 on the ground with 2 picks. Honestly, I think Creator is probably going to be my player of the game as well, just because he did so much in not just in passing yards, but also in rushing yards. And there was that big 50-yard touchdown to Kaufman, as we mentioned earlier. I think it's going to be between one of those two to get the honor.
But I do have to give Queen City credit. They were down, they gave the ball up, but they didn't give up. They still fought their tails off to be able to block that field goal and give them a chance to get the tying touchdown. So I give all the credit to Queen City there at the end of the game to really stay with it and not just give up.
Absolutely. All the credit in the world. You saw there, this was the big pass to James Matthew Jr. that really kind of got things back in gear for Queen City, because Lakeman was just having a lot of trouble in the second half. He had a lot of picks, didn't get much in terms of passes going his way. He only went 25 for 47, but he still ended up with 312 yards on the day, so he had a good game.
He had a fantastic game. I mean, anytime you get over 300 yards, even on a losing side, it's still a great game for the player.
Absolutely, and that will put him over 3,500 yards on the season for Lakeman. So not a bad rookie start for him at all. And I think Lakeman will definitely, as he continues to grow and continues to progress as a quarterback, he will definitely become this team's star player.
Oh, I believe that also. I saw him in the minors last year, and I know what Lakeman can do. And just being able to see him this game, he's going to be a star quarterback sooner than later. You can mark my words on that one, Ethan.
Absolutely, and I'm with you on that 100%. Let's take a look at player of the game honors real quick. It's Shane Kaufman, 8 receptions, 173 yards with the touchdown and that diving catch, that almost iconic Superman Shane catch to cap it off. That will do it for us here today. Thanks to everyone for a fantastic season 20. It's been great. I've enjoyed every minute of it that I've been able to call some of these games. But that will do it for us here from Buffalo. Final score, once again, the V8s go to 3-9. They defeat Motor City 24-17. Queen City falls to 0-12 for the first time in franchise history. For my partner, Mickey Melillo, for our statisticians, Dakota Butts, Phil Koss, and for our commissioner extraordinaire, Cameron Irvine, my name's Ethan Muslin. That's it for the regular season. Playoffs coming up, but that'll be after a nice little slew of games coming up this afternoon. Don't miss it.